What's up, everybody? Good morning. Nice to see you guys. I gotta get a little button up here. You know, DB coming home from work gets all disorganized. It's good to see y'all. And today I'm going to come at you with a beautiful fragrance that I have not worn since 1996. Stay tuned and I'll tell you all about it. This DB. Now I'm about to take you behind the nonsense. So the fragrance that I am talking about this morning is Ellis America, the 1996 version. So before I get going, I know there's probably some people that are going to watch this that's wondering, saying, DB, why'd you make a thumbnail saying, did Aventus clone this? I did it for a couple different reasons. First of all, to see if I could get any Aventus idiots to run their mouth, which didn't happen. And second of all, a lot of people like to take the note breakdown, which I will leave up here. There is pineapple in this. And as soon as somebody sees pineapple, first thing they think of is Aventus. And that's just simply not the case. So let's go ahead and get down and dirty into the review. So I enjoyed this. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm pleasantly surprised. So before I get started, I want to let you know, this is a 50 ml bottle. I got this for $5. Won't reveal my sources. Anyway, I paid more for shipping than I did the bottle. So let's get down to the nitty and gritty. I got 1.5 hours of projection. It was a very, what I call, intimate projection, which means you had to have been in my bubble in order to be able to smell the projection. But it was a nice projection. But I'm also going to say this. It's a floral monster. A lot of the notes in here are floral, and what happened, I got 8 hours out of it. It's actually 7.5, but I got 8. I only got about 5 on my skin. It's actually still on my shirt, but kind of faint. So I'm just going to give it 8 hours, which should be plenty for an eau de toilette. So what happens with this one is you can definitely smell the florals. It's definitely floral. But the pineapple in this, guys, it's a sweet pineapple. And what I think, in my opinion, that happens is because of it being a floral, this pineapple really cuts that floral out from being so what I like to call a putrid floral, which simply means that, like, I can't stand a lot of ouds from the Montal line or the Mancera line because it's kind of like a raw, usually rose, and it's very flowerish. So this pineapple really keeps that from being so stinky floral. And it really, really, really is nice. It definitely does lean more feminine than male, but it's definitely something a man can wear, especially in the dry down. Once it dries down into about that halfway point, it's really, really a nice floral. You can smell some darkerness to it because it does have some bergamot in there. So I think the bergamot kind of draws that in and says, hey, calm down a bit. Easy. Don't get so crazy. The bergamot is not strong. It is actually very, very light, but it just takes away from it being so feminine. Guys, I really, really enjoyed this. I really, really was surprised. I had this back in high school. I graduated in 96. That's when this come out. I can't for the life of me remember if I had it or a good friend of mine had it. I want to say a good friend because I was a polo fanatic, so I highly doubt I would have had a Perry Ellis. But I've also used to get samples. You know, in the mail they send those little samples that you could rub on and all that happy stuff. So anyway, I had it, I smelt it. I actually liked it, and I've always remembered what it smelled like. Then I got the bottle back, and it just brought it back. So I remember what it smelled like. It smelled great, guys. I mean, it is what it is. There is a new formulation of Perry Ellis America. I will give you that, guys, that review, guys, somehow later on. And I will most definitely tell you that it is a clone of Aventus. Aventus didn't clone it. It cloned Aventus. The pineapple is definitely different in it. It's definitely reformulated. It's nothing like this. So if you guys are into your classic scents, your more historical scents, if you will, this is something you guys will want to get. If it just brings back good memories for me. So anyway, I want to also mention that I had gotten a package from Dapper Fragrances. Travis Gearhart had sent me some ladies lines that he had, and YSL Black Opium is my mom's favorite. Well, she's not my real mom, but she's a lady I call Mama. That is her favorite. And I went over to her house to drop it off, and I said, can you please give me a sniff test? Now, when something is your favorite cologne or your favorite perfume, you nitpick the crap out of it. I know I do, and she has a nose better than mine. So she smelled all the other ones. There was 5 of them all together. She smelled them all. And when she got to the Black Opium, she put it up to her nose, and she's like, this is dead on. I said, percentage-wise, 1 to 100, she said 95% easy. She says it just smells a little more stronger than YSL's version of it all. So she did not want to be on film because of the COVID-19 and all that stuff. I'll respect that. So she said, just let everybody know it's spot on. So 95% is pretty well spot on. So I'm not going to keep you guys all day. I will have a Dapper review tomorrow, so stay tuned. And I'm glad you guys gave me the chance to come at you today in the bathroom because my wife is watching Dirty Dancing. I don't like Dirty Dancing, and when it's on, it's pretty loud. You may even hear the music. But anyway, appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good morning. This DB, and I just took you behind the nonsense. Y'all have a great morning, a great blessed day, and I'll be at you tomorrow with a Dapper review.